Morgan? Morgan, this is Chief Elazar. The airlocks on Talos are sealed, but there's an opening at the cargo bay you could use. I think you can get back inside the station here.
Dayo Igwe. I'm broadcasting to all contacts in proximity. Please, whoever is out there, listen to me. Oxygen is low and I have no spacesuit. An accident in cargo bay forced me to seal myself inside this container, but I have no way to dock with the station from in here.
I see you, Morgan. We've locked down the cargo bay. We're safe. For the moment. It will be a trick to get inside. There's not an airlock anymore. That explosion took...
Oh, at last. I thought that crate would be my coffin. Even the stale air of Talos, laced with a faint hint of nicotine and antibacterians. Oh, it's like spring. My thanks, Dr. Yu. But I thought... Well, you're no longer running the memory hamster wheel, I see. I hope you're coming in after me. Would be good to see a familiar face. And transmitting the code to the crate I was in.
You found Dr. Igwe. He worked in the simulation lab and in psychotronics. He might be helpful, but he's unlikely to approve of your mission, despite everything he's suffered. Though I will note, he's always admired you and Alex quite a bit.
Dr. Yu! Morgan! Up here, Officer Cool! We can't open the main door or our friends are gonna pour through. Get up to the catwalk, we'll get you inside.
this is Gus, down in cargo. Hey, listen, did you order any reployers from Earth?
Order any what?
Reployer. It's a machine.
A machine. What does it do?
Well, I'm not sure. I was hoping that you could tell me.
What, is this some kind of a joke? I'm busy.
You're an industrial designer, right? So I thought you would know.
You obviously don't understand what I do, and I didn't order any deployer.
Reployer.
Ask somebody in engineering.
I did. I've been asking everyone. No one ordered it or knows anything about it.
Weird. Well, perhaps I can come down this evening and take a look at it.
That'd be great. Thanks, Lane.
Yeah, no problem.
Log submitted.
Heard Dr. Igwe was floating in a cargo crate outside the ship. If he stayed there, he might have survived longer than any of us.
Dr. Igwe is blessed. It was fortunate you came along when you did.
God, watching those things move makes me sick.
What is it doing? Oh my God, did it?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
The officers collected those supplies. They're not for you.
Does it look like it? Dr. Yu, again, I want to thank you for the timely rescue. I hope you recall me. Dr. Igwe, Dio Igwe. Your brother, Alex, brought me to the station to head up mod research. I have one, but no aptitude template. Was saving it, but, well, now might be best. Here, I'm sure you could make better use of it.
I am, Officer Rose. Thank you.
It's Al. No burns?
No, you pulled me out just in time. Ow.
Well, you need playing with fire like that.
I'll try and let you...
Don't know if Dr. Igwe is lucky to be your age.
So you came all this way, only to get back into Talos? Only way in is through the door to Cargo Bay B, which is filled with those creatures that your brother insisted couldn't escape confinement. Kind of like you. I'm the only one with the code. It's yours if you can help us secure the firepower we should have had when assigned.
Is there something wrong?
I
wanted to speak to you about the most recent VIP visit.
My man told me power has been restored to the fabricator.
If there were any problems, I checked the schedule, the roster.
Wasn't it?
I did my best to make sure Igwe wasn't too...
you.
Igwe?
Doctor.
Chief, I even had Leitner cigarettes waiting.
All we need is
You
the
did an
turret
excellent
fabricator
job.
plan.
In fact,
There's one in the
Leitner
safe in the
praised you
security
specifically.
office. But the Hull
There'll be a
bridge puts it
bonus
out
for
of
you in your next pay cycle. Take Nicole out for a nice dinner, all right?
Yes, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
The what? I don't understand.
It's just a saying. It means, are you doing okay?
Oh, I am, Officer Ray.
Thank you. Good to hear.
These TranStar PPN-8 pistols are mostly for show. They don't do much against the attackers.
EATs are online and primed.
Have a chance.
Can't wait until our friends get to taste. Code for Cargo Bay B.
Diagnostic check. No type of materials detected. IFF. Actuators. Nominal. Tilt handling. Error. Please contact engineer.
Attention. Due to a catastrophic breach in Cargo Bay 1, all personnel are to avoid the area until repairs have been completed and safety checks confirmed. Affected personnel will be contacted for temporary reassignment. This is a pre-recorded message.
so long since I've seen you.
Yes, it feels like years.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Item adjustment required.
Thank God that's over. Son of a bitch. Always gotta...
Sarah. Sarah, can you read me? The contact you gave me isn't working. What the hell is going on? I'm not picking up. And the light function. Morgan? What are you doing here? I thought you were airport. Look, never mind. I can't hear you anyway. Let me switch to your transcribe.
There we go. I did not think to search for yours. I'm not even sure how you got here. Airlocks and lifts are locked up. Like my lungs. Paraplexis. I'm even seeing the spots now. You were right. Even if I could get my booster shot from my office. But I think I can get us out. By cycling the main reactor to bypass the lockdown. I know it sounds crazy, but I can walk you through it. I do it myself. Just get here, alright?
Requesting new operator. TranStar period 490
Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. I'll have you feeling better. Good as new. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
To me. We've had enemy contact, but the enemy there should have held position in the cargo bay. I couldn't, Chief. I couldn't let those people... Can you get to the escape pods? Negative. The escape pods are malfunctioning. It's like they're locked in place. Only 4 of us made it to life support. 5. I'm picking up Remmer behind you. Negative. Remmer isn't Remmer, Chief. These things... Chief, the main lift. It isn't working. We're locked out. Oh my god. Remmer's here. Stay away. Stay away. Teague. Erica. Respond. I know you didn't visit the reactor much. You're always locked away in your workshop. But I can track you through your bracelet and guide you from here.
This might sound strange coming from me, but I admire what you did. You didn't have to help Chief Elazar and her people in the cargo bay. Especially considering, well, considering you intend to destroy the station. You gave them some hope, even if it's brief.
You were looking for me?
Yeah, what's the story on Michaela's office?
I filed an incident report.
Oh, I'm sure it's a page-turner, but I don't have time. I need to get a crew on the other side of that breach.
So what's the problem?
Problem is, it's blacker than my butthole at the bottom of a well in there.
The grounding resistor malfunctioned. Swap a new one and you should have your lights. Is that all?
Hey, you saw
I tried replacing the resistor yesterday.
And?
And it just melted into some kind of goo. Smelled like fried ass.
Shit, man. That's not in the report, is it?
I need to get some sleep. My shift's over anyway. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Hey, a little bird told me you plugged a leak in an unconventional manner a few weeks ago.
Yeah? Was it an ass-kissing bird named Krasikov?
Maybe. Care to elaborate?
Not if I'm going to get my pee-pee slapped.
Worse. I'll dunk you in the eel tank.
Ouch. Nah, supply was out of parts, so I borrowed a glue gun from the guys in hardware. Worked out okay.
Ingenious. Next time, let's make sure we have enough spare parts to do the job right.
Roger that, boss.
System alert. Repair is needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
I thought I was going to die. Well, sooner than I thought I was going to die. Where did that thing come from? Was it Tony? The way it was looking at me. I'd get up, except for my legs, and my lungs, and my nervous system. Don't look surprised. Paraplexus, remember? You warned me. The boosters are in my office. No way I'm getting there now. But the lifts... I was serious before. I think we can bypass the lockdown. The reactor control room. There's a panel for shutting down everything. The whole station. The computer will scream at you, but just do it. Then pray it all comes back when you cycle the power. It should. It will. Now, go.
Hello. Nice to see you. Whoops.
You don't remember her, but she remembers you. She hid her condition to work aboard Talos 1. When you found out, she should have been sent back to Earth. But you made an exception. I'm not sure if that makes you responsible now. She won't last long without her medication. It's up to you if you want to help her.
Operator approaching.
Maddox, did you lock down that door?
It's locked down. Sealed tight.
Send me the code, then forget you ever knew it. Can't have anyone doing what Teague did. Enough lives have been lost today.
You got it, Chief. Sending it now.
Good. Stay alert, Maddox.
Microgravity detected.
Morgan, forget the booster shots. The office is sealed. It looks like it's lost power. I can't restore it from here. The groundling resistor is short. If it's sealed, it's likely exposed to space. Anything inside is probably floated away. Just leave it. Focus on the reactor, and we can get through this. For as long as I can help you.
Dr. Yu, it's been 3 days. I'm following up to
Was my answer not clear?
Not until you give me an answer that makes sense. You've told me about the organisms. You admit you don't know everything about their physiology. I've read the reports, I've read what they can do. Yet the weapons you've provided us are substandard, especially considering the technology present on the station.
The Typhon is secure. Your job is to keep the employees pointed in the right direction. You don't need military firepower for that.
We are the best. Morgan, we're running out of time. Are you outside the station? Where? Are you trying to reach my office? Leave the booster shot. It's not worth it. It's too late for me, alright? You got them, didn't you? Oh, you make me so mad sometimes. You'll never listen to me.
Dr. Yu, it's been 3 days. I'm following up to
Was my answer not clear?
Not until you give me an answer that makes sense. You've told me about the organisms. You admit you don't know everything about their physiology. I've read the reports, I've read what they can do. Yet the weapons you've provided us are substandard, especially considering the technology present on the station.
The Typhon is secure. Your job is to keep the employees pointed in the right direction. You don't need military firepower for that.
We are the best for a reason, Dr. Yu. It would be in your...
Morgan, I've been wondering if it might be bothering you that you planned your own death. It's a lot to swallow. My advice would be, try not to think about the end. Focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. I'm here if you need help.
Oh, God, Morgan. You surprise the hell out of me sometimes. Please, right at the neck. Just look for the marks. It was harder when I was doing it myself. Oh, God. I can breathe again. And
hello, nice
feel my legs. Some spots in the eye, but those clear up. Thanks, Morgan.
Morgan, I can help you.
Did you cause that? I hope you have a plan.
Morgan, that massive Typhon appeared shortly after you installed alien neuromods. You're being hunted.
Dr. Yu, it's been 3 days. I'm following up to...
Was my answer not clear?
Not until you give me an answer that makes sense. You've told me about the organisms. You admit you don't know everything about their physiology. I've read the...
I wondered how you would react to finding Michaela. You risked your life to help her. It makes me think the neuromod extraction didn't erase everything. Not completely. Perhaps particularly strong memories still leave faint impressions. Intuitive feelings. Or maybe you're simply more compassionate than I expected. Are you sure it wouldn't have been better to... I don't mean to be insensitive, but when she finds out you intend to destroy Talos 1, she might react strongly given that there's no way off the station. Found a satellite project dealing with remote psychotronic signaling. RPSS-X5. I think it could spoof a neural signature that matches yours. Plain English, you could use it to get that new Typhon off your back. Latest tech logs show the satellite was damaged, though. You'd have to find a replacement part.
Stabilization power grid offline. Photovoltaic rams offline. Life support. Online. Magnetosphere. Warning. Reactor initialization interrupted. Dropping auxiliary power.
Connolly, Durachok was supposed to check those diverters a week ago.
Radiation poisoning detected. Seek medical attention. Resuming reactor initialization. Atmosphere on. Substation power grids online. Reactor initialization complete. Systems restored.
That did it. I'm showing power to the lifts and the airlocks, but seeing a lot of power spikes and leaks in the coolant chamber. Watch yourself on the way back. There could be structural damage.
Well, I see. You reset everything. Talos 1 is wide open now. Clever. Reckless, but clever. It's good to see some things haven't changed. I'm not gonna get in your way anymore. You deserve to hear the truth. All of it. Come up to my office.
Careful, Morgan. Gas alarm went off in the coolant chamber after you powered the reactor back up. The turbines are hydrogen-cooled. Now they're leaking. You take a shot and it's your last. It'll be like shooting a grenade at your feet. Or worse.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks. Of explosive gas detected. Please warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning.
Morgan. I haven't been here since...
I believe it was the time where your medical condition was discussed, Chief Engineer Ilyushin.
What the hell? Morgan, is that...
I am January. Morgan Hughes, personal operator.
Talk about loving the sound of your own voice. All right. January. Is that Morgan's workstation? And the fabricator? Morgan, come up here when you get a chance.
Chief Ilyushin, please do not...
is Dr. Igwe. Admitted to your office.
Igwe, what are you doing here? How did you survive?
Chief Illusion. Well,
Dr. Igwe.
My word. What is that? Is that you, Morgan?
Hardly. This is January, Morgan's attempt at having a conscience. But as per usual, it's only evidence of his ego.
There's a number of responses I could make to this, Chief Illusion. But we are pressed for time. And Dr. Igwe is already showing signs of anxiety and disorientation.
Fine, make yourself useful, Igwe. Stand watch and keep away from the fabricator.
Yes, Chief Illusion. And, January.
I'm sending you the code to my grav shaft. Assuming it still works. Morgan, I won't be joining you. Don't worry, there's no trick. Just a gift from your big brother. It's the truth, like I promised. Took me a while to pick it up. Someone wanted to hide it from you. My computer, another video. Give it a look and we'll talk. I'm sending you the password, assuming you haven't hacked your way in yet.
My name is Morgan Yu. Year is 2035. I'm aboard the Talos 1 research facility. What else?
Why are we making this video?
Right. Because my big brother is paranoid. Psychometric data is showing statistically significant variance in personality patterns between trial runs of the new neuromods. Whatever. I feel more like myself than ever. I mean, look at this. We did it, Alex. It's real.
Enjoy it while you can, because in a few minutes, it'll all be gone when we strip out the neuromods and reset.
I know, including my memory of it.
No way around it. Let's talk about the backup.
So, the Typhon organisms have been producing an elaborate structure. Material is unknown, purpose unknown. Now, my gut tells me it's a kind of neural framework, but externalized. Still waiting on analysis to confirm. In the meantime, I've given Alex the design for a device I think could shut it down if it ever broke containment. Alex just has to grow a pair and commit.
You don't have to take all the credit. What if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Trust me. What else are we gonna do? Blow everything up? That won't save us.
And if it does work, is it worth it?
The people that come after us will be smarter, stronger, immortal. They can judge us if they want. But they'll know they exist because of the things we did. I'm ready. Do it.
Well, there you have it. Everything I've done is what you've asked me to do. I didn't think you'd believe me unless you heard it from your own mouth. The tests, they changed you. Not a lot at first, but eventually, the constant stripping of your memory, I didn't know who you were anymore. All I want is to have my brother back so we can finish what we started. The device you mentioned, it's an advanced version of the Null Wave. It's the only way to stop the Typhon without destroying everything we've been working toward. We're just missing some scan data from the Coral to complete the design. Help me finish this, Morgan. And then, you can have my arming key. I don't believe you want to use it anymore, but you can have it. I left a chip set for you on my desk. You'll need to upgrade your psychoscope to scan the Coral. I'll send you the scan locations.
Microgravity detected.
I've been thinking about the video Alex showed you. Your brother believes that version of you is the true Morgan. But why? Just because it came first? If someone had made you, then I suppose your truest self would be the one that fulfills whatever purpose your maker intended. I know who made me, and why. Did someone make you, Morgan? Were you made for something? If not, you'll have to invent your own purpose. Or have none at all. Strangely, of all the things I know about you, I don't know what you believe. You have to decide, Morgan. Who are you? Morgan, that video was... I'm still checking it against my directives. But if scanning the Coral will grant you access to Alex's arming key, then perhaps it's the best course. Perhaps knowing the Coral's purpose will reinforce your decision to destroy Talos 1. Just be careful. We're running out of time.
situation here. I suppose it was inevitable despite my efforts. That's why it's important. Quickly, decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
Specimens required.
Fascinating. It's holding the psyche of all their victims. Your hunch was on the right track. It's a kind of neural structure.
They're afraid.
No. Nothing that interferes with memory formation.
Search complete.
Excellent work. All that's left is integrating the data after you upload it. Hard to tell from just a scan summary, but... Wait. What is... There's some kind of neural tripwire built into the coral. Christ. Morgan, get back to my office. We have to get your data uploaded now. Hurry. Here's my terminal to upload the data. I'll get it integrated into the fabrication plan for the new null wave device as fast as possible. And be careful. The Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral. They're gonna come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help. Morgan, transfers hold it. Something or someone should.
This is Commander Walter Dahl, the transport board. Authorized me to take full command of Talos 1. Effective immediately.
Once things get as bad as they probably are, your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening on Talos 1. Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key and hid it on top of the data tower, near the chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Listen, there's more at stake this time than just us, or this station. If just one of those creatures made it back home, then we're lost.
We're locked out. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. I knew that they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off.
Once things get as bad as they probably are, your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening on Talos 1. Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key and hid it on top of the data tower, near the chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Listen, there's more at stake this time than just us, or this station. If just one of those creatures made it back home, then we're lost. I keep having this dream. I'm just staring into the black between the stars. There's something there. I know there is.
Requesting new operator.
Morgan, Dahl will know you're coming. All TranStar personnel are outfitted with tracking bracelets. I have no doubt his operators are already on their way to rescue you. Those bracelets are issued and removed in deep storage. Worth investigating if you want to fly under the radar. Once things get as bad as they probably are, your only option is to escape. Get the word out about once things get as bad as... Morgan, that Typhon is an unknown type. From what I can tell, it's the source of the problem with the lift. Phantom unleashed in Psychotronics had similar disruptive abilities, only this one seems more powerful. Scanning it would tell you more.
Morgan, I heard the announcement. No, I will not give you up. You are there for me, I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos. One. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person. Nice work.
The lift is responding again. That Typhon hijacked the hardware, even the software running the system all the way down to the machine code. Reprogramming it on the fly. Fascinating. And alarming. I can patch up the code. You should be fine. Take the lift if you need to move quickly between the 3 main decks on Talos 1. It has a stop in the lobby and down in life support.
This is Alex Yu. Speaking to any surviving crew of Talos Wars. I know many of you are frightened, angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now. Dahl, I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of...
Your brother, he likes a microphone. A spotlight. He can't resist, even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you, chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made, or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst, but this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
Morgan, Dr. Yu. Good to see a friendly face. Was worried I might not make it here myself, but my luck held out. I hope you don't mind, but I made use of your fabricator. I was able to gather the right materials to make several refill canisters for your glue gun. Also, if I may show you, with this kit, I think I can increase the fluid intake efficiency without detriment to the weapon's effectiveness. Here. Morgan, I was worried Dahl or his rescue team had intercepted you.
They are NCN-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dahl, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dahl, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the...
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh, man. Thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in Trauma Center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Morgan? Hey! Hurry up, man!
Requesting new operator. N-CN9 black box. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Psychologists and priests say, and your nature. I think I was right before. You are like a rat. Resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel?
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts after you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal site would be in the hardware labs.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after...
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact...
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the...
Microgravity detected.
Maybe I can help you.
Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
Morgan, seems you do give a damn about your employees. Your father would be disappointed. Or maybe you just really want to kill me. This makes it very easy for me to do my job. Casper.
I read you.
What's the situation in Cargo Bay?
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully, gaining a shuttle in the process.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dal, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the Neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can. searching the crew facilities? If so, this is a sentimental request, but my collection, the gallery of photos the others used to laugh at. Each picture is a decryption key to a set of neural data, connectomes, the guests who came to the station. Among them, Leitner, the pianist, is dead now. We can't let those skills be lost. It's all that's left of them. Please, Morgan, if you can, I would be grateful. I'm sending you an audio file that will open this safe in my room. You can play it with your transcribe.
equipped his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have work to do.
I promised you my arming, Kate. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Still trying to consume the station, and I've picked up multiple hull breaches. I believe in you, Morgan. Make this count.
Once things get as bad as they probably are, your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening on Talos 1. Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key, and...
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me in point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Morgan, hope you don't mind. I was using your workstation. Nice setup. Would have loved to have one of these in engineering. I took the liberty of restocking your supplies. Found some food on the way up. Left it on the deck.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually.
Are you here for an appointment?
Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until you...
Hello, nice to see you.
Something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
Hello, nice to see you.
Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate. Our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or anxiety to schedule an appointment in the trauma center.
Microgravity detected.
I never thought I'd welcome that sound. You did it, Morgan. Now comes the fireworks. I do not know if they will be enough, but I think they will.
Attitude adjustment required.
Who? What?
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. Did it tell you it's not gonna let you off the station? Go on, tell him.
Your brother is correct. When you destroy Talos 1, my directive is to ensure that you perish along with it. But you already knew that. It was your idea.
No one in their right mind would agree to such a lunatic plan.
Not true. History is populated with examples of self-sacrifice for the benefit of others.
Easy to say when it's not your skin, robot.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
You have no idea what that word means. I'm gonna put a stop to this nonsense.
Your brother is only stunned, though, obviously, Once you activate the self-destruct, the point is moot. You're still going to activate the self-destruct, aren't you? Please recall, I am acting on your orders.
Warning, reactor detonation.
It's finished. All the directives you gave me have been completed, all except one. When the station detonates, it will destroy the Apex Typhon and every trace of technology derived from it, including you. But you know this already. It was your idea, after all. The alien neuromods you carry would pose an unacceptable risk to everyone on Earth if you returned. Have a seat, Morgan. You might as well enjoy the view in your final moments.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Morgan, Morgan. До свидания.
I keep having this dream.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. I didn't survive, but at least he tried to help. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. You spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.